Welcome to Timeless Mind by Nicolaus podcast. Each week, we explore powerful ideas from the past to help you think deeper, live clearer, and lead yourself well.
Welcome to the deep dive.
Great to be here.
So, today we're doing something interesting, going way back.
Way back, yeah. Ancient Greece.
Exactly,
Yeah.
to Plato. And, our mission isn't just some dusty philosophy lesson.
No, not at all. It's about connecting it to now.
Right. How can these, ancient ideas actually help us think clearer, make better choices, especially today with everything coming at us? I mean, think about it. How often do we really, truly stop and examine our own lives, our assumptions?
It's a great question. And maybe can this old philosophy offer a shortcut? Sort of, through modern complexities?
Yeah, shortcut. I like that.
Yeah.
And just so you know, this deep dive, it's sparked by a video from Timeless Mind by Nicolaus.
What's amazing, really, is how relevant Plato still feels. The big things he wrestled with, understanding reality, truth versus illusion, knowing yourself, these are still our struggles,
Totally.
He wasn't just thinking in abstracts. He was building a toolkit, almost, for how to find truth and make good decisions.
Okay, so let's talk about his impact. Plato. Huge name.
Right.
Yeah. Influential doesn't quite cover it.
Definitely shaped Western thought. Deep dives into, well, everything. Being human, ethics, what's real.
But beyond the history books, why does he matter for us? Practically, when we're just trying to figure things out day to day.
Oh, the relevance today is huge. I mean, think about it. We're swimming in information.
Drowning sometimes.
Exactly. And so much of it is questionable or designed to persuade us. How do you tell fact from, fake? And then there's us, our own biases, the assumptions we don't even know we have. They trip us up all the time.
Right.
Lead to bad calls.
Self-deception.
Yeah. Plato gives us ways to see that, to challenge it. He offers a framework for how to think, not just what, how to be more effective thinkers.
That sounds like what we need. It leads perfectly into one of his big ideas, doesn't it? This push to question things. Don't just accept reality as it looks.
Precisely. He was all about questioning assumptions, seeking knowledge beyond the surface.
The allegory of the cave comes to mind immediately.
The classic. And it's so much more than a story, isn't it? It's a metaphor for waking up intellectually.
Explain that a bit. The cave, the shadows.
Okay, so imagine people chained in a cave. Their whole lives, all they see are shadows on the wall, cast by a fire behind them.
And they think the shadows are reality.
They think that's it. That's the whole world. Plato argued most of us live like that, in a way. Mistaking the superficial, maybe today it's social media feeds, news bubbles.
Echo chambers.
Right. Mistaking those for the actual truth. Getting out of the cave, seeing the real objects, then the sun. It's hard. It hurts your eyes, metaphorically speaking.
It's uncomfortable.
Very. But that's the journey to real understanding. So applying that means we need to actively look for things that challenge our shadows, question sources, motives, our own comfortable beliefs.
Even when it feels jarring.
Especially then. It takes courage to step out of that mental comfort zone.
So the cave is about sort of external illusions. What about the internal ones? Does it link to looking inward too? Like examining ourselves?
Absolutely. It's the other side of the coin. You need to examine the world, and you need to examine the examiner yourself.
Which brings us to that quote.
The unexamined life is not worth living.
Yeah, that one hits hard.
It's not just a nice phrase. It's crucial for critical thinking. If we don't look at our own assumptions, our motives, our biases, the lenses we see through, then we're still trapped.
Just in a different kind of cave, a personal one.
Exactly. An examined life means constant self-reflection, being honest about our blind spots, trying to understand ourselves better. It's like the foundation for making truly informed choices.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
External, internal. Both need questioning.
Mm.
So, okay, let's dig into some specific quotes. This first one is a bit mind-bending. All knowledge is recollection.
Ah, yes. This ties into his theory of forms. It's a bit different.
How so?
Plato believed our souls existed before birth in this perfect realm, right? Where they knew the perfect forms of everything, like perfect justice, perfect beauty. So learning in this life isn't finding something totally new. It's actually remembering, recollecting those perfect forms the soul already knew.
Wow. So for us today, thinking critically, does that mean we're not just gathering facts?
Maybe not just facts. Maybe it's about uncovering deeper, universal truths, things that sort of resonate with something innate. It suggests insight comes from within, too, not just outside.
Interesting. Okay, next quote. This one feels very real. The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet.
Anyone who's really tried to learn something difficult gets this one right.
For sure. It can be a struggle.
And the bitterness isn't just hard work. It's the pain of realizing you were wrong, of letting go of old ideas, grappling with complex stuff that messes with your worldview.
Like stepping out of the cave again, that initial discomfort.
Precisely. But going through that tough process, that's what builds real understanding, real wisdom. That's the sweet fruit. It's about valuing the struggle itself.
Okay, here's one that feels super relevant for, like, Twitter or just modern life. Wise men talk because they have something to say. Fools talk because they have to say something.
Oh, absolutely. This isn't just about shutting up gossipers.
Right.
For critical thinking, it's about being intentional, having substance. In an age where everyone has a megaphone, seemingly,
Yeah.
Plato reminds us, think first, speak second. Is what I'm saying actually useful? Necessary? Or am I just adding to the noise? Sometimes listening is smarter.
So being critical of what we consume and what we produce.
Exactly. Question the purpose behind the talk.
Oh.
And cultivate our own communication to be clearer, deeper.
Makes sense. But there's one quote, maybe the most powerful for self-awareness. It feels almost like a warning. You can easily deceive yourself, and you may be the easiest person to deceive.
This one, yeah. This cuts right to the heart of it for decision-making today.
Why is it so crucial?
Because Plato got human psychology. Our brains love shortcuts. We love stories that confirm what we already think. We protect our egos.
Confirmation bias and all that.
Yeah, right. Confirmation bias, self-serving bias.
Yeah.
We see successes as our own doing, failures as someone else's fault. We filter reality. Plato's warning forces us to confront that, to be radically honest with ourselves.
So what's the practical takeaway? How do we use that warning?
The shortcut, if you will, is to constantly question ourselves. Use Socratic questioning on our own thoughts. Actively look for reasons we might be wrong. Seek out different views. Build humility into how we think.
That sounds hard.
It is hard, but it's how we become genuinely discerning, less likely to fool ourselves.
Okay, so let's try and pull this all together. The cave, examining our lives, knowledge is recollection, the pain of learning, being wise in our speech, and this stark warning about self-deception. How does it all add up? How does Plato help us now?
Well, it's not just a collection of tips, is it? It's a whole mindset, a framework.
A way of approaching things.
Exactly. It's about constantly questioning what seems obvious, looking for deeper truths, examining ourselves relentlessly for biases, valuing real substance over noise.
Embracing the discomfort.
Yes. Embracing the discomfort of growth, of facing our own shadows, our own capacity for self-deception. When we do that, we gain a much deeper understanding of ourselves and the messy world around us.
And that leads to better choices.
That self-awareness, that critical capacity, that's the key. It empowers us to make better choices, navigate all the uncertainty, and ultimately live a more fulfilling, more examined life. And actually, these thoughts tie into what we explored in a video over on our YouTube channel, Timeless Mind.
So the big takeaway, Plato's ancient ideas aren't just history. They're incredibly practical tools for today. They help build critical thinking, sure, but also that deep self-awareness you need to make truly good decisions in this complex world. So here's something to think about. How might actively questioning just one of your core assumptions today, or maybe deliberately seeking out a perspective that challenges your cave, how might that reveal something new in your own life?
It's worth trying.
Definitely. We really encourage you to explore more of Plato's philosophy, and you can find more insights like this over on the Timeless Mind channel.
Yeah, check it out.
And please join us next time. We'll be diving into something intriguing. Why most people never reach Ithaca.
Ooh, sounds good.
Thanks for reflecting with us here at Timeless Mind. Ancient wisdom for modern clarity. If today's idea sparked something in you, share it, live it, and pass it on. See you in the next episode.